It is 8 o'clock and it is time now for the Peter Channel News Bar Report. Saturday morning, September 13th, 2014. Welcome to Saturday morning, September the 13th, 2014. And here now your news headlines. Here, our top story at 8 o'clock is Minnesota Vikings star running back Adrian Peterson turned himself to Montgomery County, Texas authorities early Saturday morning on suspicions of child abuse charges as he posted bond. U.S. President Barack Obama says the fight against Islamic State militants in Syria and Iraq is not the U.S. fight alone. The president said in his weekly address Saturday in the U.S. In some ways, he is purposeful opposite a teetotal red meat avoided expert in most of respects. There is no mistaking Douglas Bruce Ford Jr. as he could win 12 rounds with race walls. However, Rob Ford is in the hospital battling his medical challenges here. In San Francisco, much he did on his last team's trip to San Francisco in late July. Los Angeles Dodgers manager Don Mattingly tweaked his rotation so he would have his top three starters lined up for this weekend's crucial series against the Giants here. As we're going to take a look at the standings here in the National League West here. The medical director in the Department of Upper East Side clinic where Joan Wivers rented a cardiac arrest has been forced out. In Leymore, California, rescuers searching an area of the far western Pacific Ocean Saturday for the Navy fighter pilot whose jet was one of the two that crashed west of the Wake Island there. And in the NL West battle here, take a look at the standing in the show. San Francisco blanking Los Angeles Dodgers last night 9-0 in here. Is now the Los Angeles Dodgers lead over the San Francisco Giants is one game in the National League West. As it is going to be an exciting National League playoff race here. John Kerry, wearing a suit, speaks with Saudi Arabia's Foreign Minister Prince Saad Al Faisal at King Abdullah's International Airport in Jeddah on Thursday. In Edinburgh, the campaign battle over the Scottish Independence took a minute turned on Saturday where the senior nationalist warned business such as BP that they can face punishment for voice concern over the impact of the secession. Paralympic champion Oscar Pistorius has been found guilty of a couple of homicide of his girlfriend Reva Steenkamp. Judge Tukazal must have a word that even if he did not intentionally kill Steenkamp, he was responsible for her death. Russian trucks carrying humanitarian aid for eastern Ukraine are driven at a border checkpoint in the town of Donetsk, Rostov on Don region of Russia early Saturday, September 13th. Israeli soldiers walked in with their weapons beyond a group by Palestinians during the clashes in the West Bank city of Hebron. In Bowling Grove, Pennsylvania, a late-night shooting at a St. Louis barracks in northeastern Pennsylvania town left one trooper dead and another injured, and authorities were searching Saturday for a suspect. What a mess! According to multiple media reports, including one from the New York Daily News, the Palin family was involved in a drunken brawl at a party in Alaska last Saturday. President Obama and former President Bill Clinton on Friday highlighted the benefits of volunteering as they celebrated the 20th anniversary of the AmeriCorps National Service Program and welcomed the newest class of volunteers. The federal judge acknowledged that the surviving spouse faced irreparable emotional harm, but stopped short of strengthening on Arizona's ban on same-sex marriages for now. Fire crews in California continued to battle the 1,600-acre brush fire in Silverado Canyon on the Cleveland National Forest. Mandatory evacuation were ordered Friday evening. The promise of endless salad breadsticks has been a key part of the law of garden experience. As Senator opened it out for you, heap a bowl of fettuccine, Alfredo, or gooey plate of lasagna. In Beijing, China's factory's output grew at the weakest pace in the nearly 6 years of the August while growth in other key sectors also cooled, raising fears that the world's second largest economy may be at risk of a sharp slowdown unless Beijing takes fresh. The law was on a track for the longest winning streak in 17 years on Friday, hitting multi-month highs against its Australian Canadian counterparts as investors bet the United States Federal Reserve would raise interest rates in 2015. Experts wonder whether Apple can work its magic as in the past and convince people that they really need a smartwatch and will this time be different. The market for used iPhones has always been hot compared with other mobile devices, but it's getting even more active since the new iPhone 6 was introduced this week. Part of Lisa Simpson cheap wig and said Ralph bartender more April from Quickie Mark to celebrate 25 years of the Simpsons in Hollywood. The 25-year-old Chris Pratt, the singer, still attends therapy twice a week after he was sentenced to 5 years of probation for assault his girlfriend, which was once his girlfriend re-added in 2009, reported TV Online. In New York, in a surprise find, paleontologists have discovered a world's first swimming dinosaur, a 15-meter-long behemoth with a crocodile-like face. That's according to scientists at Chalmers University of Technology in Gothenburg, Sweden, who have been revealed in a new study that they have found, captured in the sound of a single atom. Come next week, the United States President Barack Obama will get personal briefing on the Ebola virus situation in West Africa from medical experts working on the epidemic, also use the opportunity to lay out this governor's response plan. In Washington, the president of Liberia, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, has implored President Obama for help in the management of her country's rapidly expanded Ebola crisis and has warned that without American assistance, the disease could send Liberia to the civil. This news saying it sounds a little fishy to me, but you may want to chew on this for your health's sake. We've heard eating fish might prevent or delay chronic health problems and hearing loss. In New Delhi, in the domains of discovery, Chinese doctors have reported that the 24-year-old woman has lived a largely normal life without disturbing by a part of the brain responsible for the movement of limbs and talking. United States Department of Health and Human Services announced money funded for 11 centers in Hawaii to increase access to primary care. Here. Take a look at New England incident alerts here. Why don't we just move on to sports here? Okay. If Roy McIlroy ends up pocketing $11.44 million instead, he might look back at the 14th fall of his second round at Tour Championship with particular affection here. And NFL players okay, drug policy changes here. And tonight, the Red Sox will be in Kansas City for a third game of a 4-game weekend series in Kansas City with Ruben Dillos on the mound for the Red Sox. Here.
Your calendar time is now 8:08.
And it is time now for a little travel report here. And take a look at PGA Golf Tournament before. Take a look at traffic situation here. And it's Billy Horschel, yellow 2-stroke leader over Rory McIlroy and Jason Day for 2 rounds into the third championship in Atlanta at the PGA Third Championship here. And now look at the traffic situation here. And it shows 128 on the southbound side of Louisville from Route 3 in Burlington to Route 2 in Lexington on the northbound side, and the southbound side doing an accident on Route 128 southbound near exit 30 and Route 28 in Lexington to stress of the next time. But otherwise, you are good to go on the highways and byways of New England there. Okay, let's take a look at our weather situation here. Our current conditions at 8:10 in the morning time here in North Massachusetts. We got a temperature of 44 degrees on temperature with a humidity of 96%. Calm winds. And do put about 43 degrees and a visibility at 10 miles. Here. Alright, let's take a look. Here. Current conditions here, 54 in Baltimore, winning out of the suburbs, 52 in Fitchburg, 46 in Bedford, 48 in Beverly, 57 in Gloucester, 47 in April, 49 in Worcester, 52 in Sturbridge and Webster, 51 in Norwood, 44 in Taunton, 49 in Bedford, 63 in Plymouth and in Provincetown and in Chatham and in Cape Cod Bay, 62 in Nantucket, 61 in Martha's Vineyard, 59 in Falmouth, 61 in Lockhart, 52 out in Wesley, 50 in Smithfield, it's 61 in New York City, 61 in Islip, 16 in Montauk, 61 in Long Island, 57 in Bridgeport, 58 in New Haven, 53 in Denbury and in Meriden, 50 in Waterbury, 52 in Hartford, 51 out in Woodlock, and 51 out in Springfield, it's 49 in Amherst, 48 in Gardner, 50 in Greenfield, 48 in Pittsfield, 51 in North Adams, 46 in Albany, 50 in Bennington, 46 in Bramble, Vermont, 45 in Keene, Hampshire, 43 in Jefferson, Hampshire, 46 out in Nashville, New Hampshire, 49 in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, 44 in Manchester, New Hampshire, and it's 40 in Concord, New Hampshire. So it's a chilly start to your Saturday morning here in region of New England here. And it's not here in New England here. So we're going to take a look at the national map here. Station front from Central Oregon, down for Nevada, down for Arizona, and the cold front from Southern Arizona, down for Mexico, and stretching down the Gulf States, merged with a stationary front from Georgia, down to South Carolina, and stretching out to sea with a stationary front here. Here we got front of from South Central Ontario, stretching out to Central Ohio, Eastern Michigan, down for West Virginia, down for Western North Carolina here. Here we got a front from Southeastern Saskatchewan, down for Eastern Montana, front from Western Idaho, down to North Nevada, front from Central California, and front from Southeastern California, down for the Gulf of California, and front from British Columbia, down for Washington, Oregon, and front up to sea off the California coastline here, and a front from the eastern Florida Gulf Coast, and stretching down for southwestern portions of Georgia here. 55 degrees on temperature right now. Pittsburgh, it's 67 out in Washington, D.C., 73 in Atlanta, 76 in Miami, 74 in Brownsville, Texas, 57 in Dallas, Texas. And if you want some real chill, 41 in Kansas City, 42 in Omaha, Nebraska, 41 in Chicago, 54 in Detroit, 39 in Minneapolis, 37 in Denver, 39 in Great Falls, Montana, 53 in Salt Lake City, 53 in Albuquerque, 86 in Phoenix, 74 in Las Vegas, 71 in Los Angeles, 61 in San Francisco, and 58 out in Seattle. And a pair of high pressures up in Alberta, central Kansas, off the Georgia, and low pressure down for California, and Baja California, and north central Arizona, and stretching it down off the North Carolina coastline there. Okay, take a look at radar situation shows a lot of showers from southwestern Quebec, stretching into Ontario, stretching to eastern Michigan, down for the western New York, and down for Pennsylvania, down for Virginia, and down for western Carolina, and a line of showers and storms off the Virginia and Carolina coastline and Georgia coastline, and a spotty rain showers from south central Florida, stretching down to the Gulf coast of the Gulf states, and stretching down to the southeastern Texas Gulf Coast and the northeastern Mexican Gulf Coast. Spotty snow showers west central portions of Alberta, spotty rain showers from central portions of Alberta, down to Saskatchewan, and southwestern portions of Manitoba here. Okay, take a look at that map situation here. Shows the satellite loop shows a line of clouds from western Maine, stretching to cover the metro Quebec, non-Ontario, stretching to the Great Lakes, down from down to the New York State, Pennsylvania, down for the Appalachians, and stretching down for the Arkansas, down for Oklahoma, down for southern New Mexico, down for Texas, and down for Mexico here. And a line of clouds coming from northern Washington, northern Idaho, stretching to Montana, down for northern South Dakota, down for North Dakota, up in the northwestern Minnesota, up in Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Alberta, up in the northern British Columbia here. And let's take a look. What is take a look at tropics. No. Let's take a little public discussion here. Temperatures will be 10 to 20 degrees below average from the southern high plains to northeast winds of the Great Lakes. Heavy rain possible over the southern tip of Texas, and cold high pressure over the middle of Mississippi Valley will move eastward to the northern Appalachians by Sunday evening to modified. Across the station, had extended from the southern United States to the Gulf Coast of the waves of low pressure along the boundary, and one wave of the Carolinas will move northeast off the New Jersey coast by Saturday evening and over the Atlantic Ocean by Sunday. A second wave will develop over the eastern Gulf Coast by Sunday evening. Showers and thunderstorms will develop along the from the middle Atlantic to the eastern Gulf Coast on Saturday. On Sunday, the eastern further showers and thunderstorms will develop over the Carolinas and eastern Gulf Coast, and additionally along the western and front easterly flow up the western Gulf of Mexico and lift probably by boundary will aid the prudent showers and thunderstorms over the lower Rio Grande Valley on Sunday. In addition, rain will develop over parts of the lower Rio Grande Valley on Sunday morning too, and meanwhile, strong upper level energy will aid produce rain over parts of the lower Great Lakes and parts of the Northern Appalachians on Saturday morning. The wind gets moved to the eastward into the southeastern Canada and off the northern New England coast overnight. Saturday, further more upper level energy and later easterly flow off the Atlantic delayed and producing showers of thunderstorms over the southern tip of Florida for Sunday. Elsewhere, upper level energy moving in along the northern two states of producing an area of rain over the parts of the northern plains on Saturday afternoon, moving into parts of the upper Great Lakes by Sunday morning. The rain will expand into parts of the middle of Missouri Valley central plains by Sunday evening here. And take a look at the latest on Tropical Storm Edward. Here is now Tropical Storm with 50 mile per hour winds with a center location 20.7 knot, 46.2 to the west, and match the same winds 50 miles per hour. Movement northwest about 15 miles per hour. And the latest public advisory on Edward here. And it's slowly intensified over the open Atlantic, and there'll be now close waters effect at 5 a.m. Atlantic time, 9 UTC. That center of Tropical Storm Edward was located in latitude 20.7 to the north, longitude 46.2 to the west. Edward is moving towards the northwest through 15 miles per hour, 24 kilometers an hour, and this motion is expected to continue for the next 2 days. Max sustained winds are near 50 miles per hour, 85 kilometers an hour with higher gusts and some strength is forecast during the next 48 hours. And Edward is expected to become a hurricane late Sunday or early Monday. Tropical storm force winds extend outward up to 70 miles at 1 to 10 kilometers from the center. Estimated minimum south pressure is 996 millibars of 29.42 inches here. And let's take a look at, we have 3 more tropical systems going on in the Atlantic here. And disturbance number 1, the area of low pressure was over the Florida yesterday is now looking over the southeastern Gulf of Mexico. Shark activity has not become better organized at upper level energy. Winds are not favorable for significant development as the system moves generally westward during the next few days. And the Air Force Reserve Hurricane Hunter aircraft schedule for today is likely to be canceled. The local level rains associated with a low will continue over parts of the southern Florida and the Florida Keys spot today. Formation chance 4 hours. Low 20% formation chance 5 days. Medium about 30% and shower activity. Number 2 is associated with a tropical wave located southwest of the Cape Verde Islands and has become a little less organized this morning, and some development of the system is still possible for it, and it moves westward over the west-northwestward at around 10 miles per hour in an area unfavorable for the tropical cyclone formation. Formation chance 4 hours. Low 20% formation chance for 5 days. Low 20% and broad area of low pressure associated with a tropical wave over the western Gulf of Mexico. It's gradually moving inland and over the northeast of Mexico, and additional wind development is not anticipated. Locally, heavy rains and gusty winds are likely to continue over the parts of the eastern Mexico and extreme southern Texas today. And formation chance 4 hours. Low near 0% formation chance 5 days. Low near 0%. Here. And Hurricane Odell. Here, a Category 1 storm with 16.6 to the north, 105.8 to the west. Match the same winds, 75 miles an hour. Movement northwest about 5 miles per hour. Here. And let's go to the public advisory on Odell. Here, it's Odell moving slowly northwestward here, and summary watches warnings in effect. The tropical storm watch in effect from Manzanillo to Cabo Corrientes and La Paz to Santa Fe. Our tropical storm watch means that the tropical storm conditions are possible within the watch area, and in this case within 24 to 48 hours. Here, interest elsewhere in the Baja California Peninsula should monitor the progress of Odell, since the tropical storm watch may be acquired farther north along the peninsula later today. And for storm information specific to your area, please monitor products issued by your local National Meteorological Service. Here. At 5 a.m. Pacific Time, 12 in UTC, the center of Hurricane Odell was located near latitude 60.6 to the north, longitude 1.5.8 to the west. Odell is moving toward the northwest near 5 miles by 7 kilometers on the northwestern portion at the fastest forward speed is expected during the next 48 hours. On the forecast track, the center of Odell will remain well offshore to the southwest coast of Mexico today and tonight, past southwest of the southern tip of Baja California Peninsula Sunday night. Maximum same winds near 75 miles per 120 kilometers an hour with higher gusts and strength is forecast during the next 48 hours. Hurricane force winds extend up to 25 miles to 35 kilometers from the center, and tropical storm force winds extend up to 205 miles, 335 kilometers an hour. The estimated minimum set pressure is 93 millibars to 29.43 inches. For the wind, tropical storm conditions are possible within the watch area in southwestern Mexico today and tonight. Tropical storm conditions are possible within the watch area in southern Baja California by Sunday night. And surf, swells from Ladell will affect portions of the southwestern coast of Mexico during the next couple of days, and will begin to affect southern portions of the Baja California Peninsula and the southern Gulf of California on Sunday, and these swells are likely to be cause life-threatening surf and whip current conditions. And please consult products from your local weather office here. Okay, let's take a look at tropical depression 16E. As of 5 a.m. here, 35 mile per hour winds, movement east northeast about 7 miles per hour in center location, 116.5 to the north, 117.5 to the west. There. As depression expected to become a remnant low later today, as there will be no close watch warnings effect at 2 a.m. Pacific time and 9 UTC. That southern tropical depression 16E was located near latitude 16.5 to the north, 117.5 longitude to the west, and depression was moving toward the east southeast near 7 miles for 11 kilometers under this. Most is expected to continue until the system dissipates on Sunday. Maximum sustained winds are near 35 miles per 35 kilometers an hour with higher gusts. The depression is forecast to become a remnant low later today. The estimated minimum set pressure is 1,007 millibars at 29.74 inches here. And off. And area low pressure is located more than 1 mile south of the Guatemala, and is producing distorted showers and thunderstorms here, and then conditions are expected to be conducive for gradual development toward this disturbance over the next several days, while the drift towards the west-northwest remains offshore. Of course, of Guatemala and Mexico, formation chance 4 hours. Low 10% formation chance 5 days. Height 70%. Here. Take a look at our forecast discussion here in New England here. One low pressure system will move into Quebec, while another weak low pressure center will pass southeast of Nantucket this evening. And this two systems will bring scattered showers in the area late this afternoon, early this evening, and high pressure brings dry weather with slightly below normal temperature Sunday than Monday. The next cold front will likely bring a period of showers late Monday night into Tuesday. Mainly dry weather expected the next Wednesday, Friday, with a slightly below normal temperature continuing here. And trends of the forecast remain untracked. Stratocumulus clouds has overspread a good portion of the area and expect to remain for the remaining day, and northerly winds will switch to east today, keeping an onshore flow. And otherwise, scattered showers will be felt later this afternoon here. Okay, for today, clouds will be on an increase today, as long with some chance of showers. Keep the umbrella handy, as we should see showers developing toward midday. Some of the storms showers may be heavy times, with a few rumbles of thunder, especially across the Cape. And this quick movement system will be exit the region by midnight on Sunday here. As temperatures will mean 155 degree temperature reading for Springfield, Vermont. We'll see temperatures mainly in the 60s and the 70s. See it in the 70s from much of Connecticut here, and some spots around Bristol County, and some of Bristol County can see around 70 degrees here. Mainly 60s to around 70 degrees around the region here. And take a look at our Futurecast radar here. (10:32), we will see some showers around southern New Hampshire and up in northern New Hampshire. And spotty rain showers around, and the rain showers will be about 3 o'clock. 5 o'clock will be in western New England and northwestern Connecticut, western Massachusetts up to Vermont, and eastern New York, and then 7 o'clock here. Showers and thunderstorms will make its way around Cape and the Islands about 7 o'clock here, and then 9 o'clock move out of here by about 9:11 midnight. Okay, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. It goes like this here. For today, we are going to see some showers likely mainly after 5 p.m. Pakistan skies at 69 degrees east, with about 7 to 9 miles per precipitation, 6%. New Pacific amounts of less than 10 inches possible. Tonight, showers likely mainly before 1 a.m. Areas of fog over sky skies and gradually becoming Pakistan skies low to 2 degrees. Calm wind becoming northwest about 5 miles per hour after midnight. Chance precipitation 6%. New Pacific Island miles to less than 10 minutes possible. Sunday, Sun sky under 69 degrees. Northward about 5 to 7 miles per hour. Sunday night, most of the coast got along 44 degrees. Calm wind. Monday, Sun sky under 32 degrees. And calm wind becoming a southwest wind 6 miles per hour in the afternoon. Monday night, chance of showers mainly after 4 a.m. and parts of the coast got along 32 degrees and chance precipitation 30%. Tuesday, showers likely mainly between 8 a.m. and 3 p.m. Most of the coast got under 67 degrees. Chance precipitation 6%. Thursday night, chance of showers, parts of the clouds got low 30 degrees, chance of precipitation 30%. Wednesday, sun sky under 71 degrees. Wednesday night, most of the clouds got low 46 degrees. Thursday, sun sky under 68 degrees. Thursday night, clouds got low 44 degrees. And for Friday, sun sky under 66 degrees. There's what a phrase of the day. A showery Saturday evening in store. Otherwise, a sunny and cloudy for the day. This page was you have a good day with a good positive. I'll see you for an evening report at 5 o'clock. Have a good day!